So wine number two. So this is a wine I tried looking for last year, but it's become popular and scarce, not because of its own popularity and style per se, but I'll explain in a moment. Um, Bourgogne, Passetoutgrain, and it's made by Domaine Fontaine Gagnard. Domaine Fontaine Gagnard is in Chassagne-Montrachet, one of the most storied regions within one of the absolute most storied wine regions itself, Burgundy, and Chassagne, Fontaine Gagnard makes, I think, 3 Grand Cru and 12 Premier Cru wines at their winery from parcels in Chassagne-Montrachet. And the winery is run by Celine, who is the daughter of some of the founders, and she's been running it for 15 years, and really makes fabulous classic Burgundies. And so this is not a classic Burgundy that's Grand Cru or Premier Cru, or else it wouldn't, we wouldn't be affording it. But it is a Passetoutgrain, and let me explain what that means. Well, literally, it means pass all the grapes, or between the vines. It is a blend of Pinot Noir, which of course is the noble grape. It's homeland in Burgundy, all red Burgundy, 100% Pinot Noir, but also a blend of with Gamay, and this happens to be 50-50. Gamay is the grape that we find in Beaujolais. Beaujolais is technically part of Burgundy. It's like kind of a small sub-region in the south. And wines that are labeled as Beaujolais are Gamay grape. And we haven't actually had one yet, mainly because I find it to be a tough grape I love it. It's an enjoyable grape. It's wildly versatile with food. But there's some aspects to it that I think people just don't love. And I'm not talking about Nouveau, but I'm talking about true Beaujolais, and which also happens to be probably some of the best valued wines in the world, not just coming out of France. So it's a 50-50 blend. And the reason why it's gotten popular is because it is less expensive, and it really marries really well. It really, again, highlights the best of both grapes, and made by some of the most incredible Burgundy producers. So I think it's going to be roughly $30 retail, and that's another reason why it's not available. It's a trickle down theory. This wine's made by an amazing winemaker, amazing winery, amazing appellation within this amazing region, and within Burgundy itself, not counting Beaujolais, only about 3% of the vineyard space now is Gamay. Why? Because Burgundy is so hot and so popular, most of it is planted to what the demand requires, and that's Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. So, but this is a grape that's usually co-grown, a wine where the grapes are co-grown, usually in a plot. This comes from a nice old plot of intergrown Gamay and Pinot Noir along the border to Chassagne-Montrachet, and all the grapes are typically co-fermented. They start off doing a carbonic maceration, and then switch over to full maceration on this. So it is even made in like a Beaujolais style, and then made in a Burgundy style. Finished off being made in a Burgundy style. So even the way it's made tends to be a sort of a combination of the two. Super drinkable, super quaffable, wildly versatile, especially when you think about autumn dishes that are coming out now, stuff that's a little bit heartier, but not like deep winter kind of foods. Really enjoyable to drink. I tried finding last year, and so few are actually making them and exporting them, because this is the kind of wine that they would drink at home. This is the wine that they would keep for themselves, the producers, and drink. They're not drinking their $150 Burgundies every night with dinner. And again, they're planting a lot less there. So you're finding this Passetoutgrain combination now in the Loire, where sometimes it's also mixed with Cabernet Franc. You're finding it even on the West Coast. I actually almost pulled the trigger and gave you 2 of these, one from one from California. There's others being made in California and certainly in Oregon too. Some really fantastic versions. And if you like the blend, if the feedback on this blend is really that good, like I know Andre Mack is making one coming out of Oregon that's going to be out sometime this autumn too. But if it seems like it becomes really popular, because I was only able to get just enough for you all for this, so probably only a couple of bottles might be left over. Maybe we'll try another version of it. So that's wine number 2. And again, food pairings, whatever you're eating this autumn, this will be a really nice combination with it. Think heartier chicken dishes, think pork dishes, think lighter meat dishes, if you will. Not like big heavy stews per se. Even grilled meats, I think, would go nicely with this. Pretty versatile, probably with cheeses too. Autumn fare, this is a wine I think that'll go really nicely. So enjoy it. Bink.